Alright, so just like with my tank video, this is going to be a video about supports. So supports didn't really change much, except for the fact that they lost a shit ton of peel and mitigation. So unless your DPS are peeling for you, you're going to wind up in a situation where you have no peel. So that affects the rating of supports in the current meta. I definitely think that supports that stay alive hold way more value than supports that do either damage or mass AoE. Granted, every support, there's a caveat to them. Every support does something exceptionally well, and it's part of Blizzard's design process. So while this list is rating them, it's rating them purely on their utility and their ability to survive and to support in the current meta. I think that going forward, Blizzard has a good idea of what support should do, but realistically, support is overtuned right now. I think that the healing across the board is way too high, but I also feel that support's damage is way too low, and each support has a crippling Achilles heel that makes it so that they can't do their job, and Blizzard will have to address those going forward. But support, fundamentally, at the end of the day, has to stay alive, has to peel, has to heal, and do damage. So you have to do everything that everybody else does, but more. You have to peel, you have to mitigate. Your job isn't easy, and the people who say support is so easy don't play support. Like, DPS players need to get off their high horse. The only reason you do well is because you have good supports. And if you don't start showing the supports love, it's just going to get worse. So when we start rating the supports, when we get into this list, it's going to be primarily about those key factors, and we'll see how it looks going forward. So for our first support we're going to have coming in is going to be Lucio. Lucio is going to be the king of support. He has peel, he has mitigation, he has speed, he has heal, and he has damage. Lucio does everything that you need in a support, and that's why he's been meta for 6+ years. The speed just is the icing on the cake of how good his kit is. Now, granted, if you're playing a Reddit Lucio, you're not going to be really supporting, but you are achieving something in the backline. If you're a Skybox Lucio, it's the same thing. Like, there are so many different playstyles for Lucio. Just showcases his versatility, which is why he comes in at 1. Amp and speed give you at least one more team fight per game. Sound barrier is an anti-team kill ultimate. Soundwave is great peel, and then you just speed your teammate out. And then the wall ride, again, is just adding more to his kit. His damage is also one of the highest in the support category, so Lucio takes the crown at number 1. Number 2, we have our brand new Kiriko. So Kiriko provides peel in the sense of she mitigates any negative effect. Her damage is as high as Cassidy's, and she provides an attack speed buff, but I don't value her ultimate as the core value of her kit. The ability to purge CC stuns and anti-effects puts her so high on the list, and then her damage is icing on the cake. The reason she's also so high on the list is because her teleport is an instant out. So if you go in too deep, you can teleport out and be safe. If you are too far out and you're playing wide, you can teleport in to help your team. The talismans have a delay on how they are fired, so your healing doesn't hit instantaneously, and it's a big heal. So you can throw talismans, teleport in, throw a shuriken, and then talisman again, and then all 10 talismans hit the same target. So Kiriko's super strong. Coming in next, we have the Ice Queen herself, Moira. So Moira is in a position where if you are a main healer, Moira, you are going to be the strongest main heal in the game because the opposing team shouldn't be able to kill you. You can play on top of your tank or you can play on top of your DPS, and then if at any point in time you get pressured, you just fade. Your heal orb is still one of the strongest lenient or latent healing abilities, and then on top of the damage that she also provides. So Moira's in a position where you can go flanker. Granted, I don't recommend it, but main heal Moira is still super strong. Coalescence as an ultimate is a team kill ultimate if you use it correctly, and with the heal over time, you just fade out and fade back in. I mean, Moira is in a position where she is arguably a good support, but Lucio and Kiriko bring more for the team, but she is a pure support. And that's what puts her here. So coming in next, we have the Mercy pick, which a lot of people won't agree with. Mercy is a hero right now that provides good single target sustain and good single target boost. But that's about all she provides. But what makes her strong is her res, straight up. Res negates a kill. And in a kill meta, where kills matter, Mercy is queen. She isn't king, she's queen. So, with res being so strong, Guardian Angel and Valk being good mobility tools for her, that's why she edges out a bunch of the other healers. Is with one less target to heal, Mercy's value went up. With the single target heals being able to bounce, and then you being able to super bounce GA chain, I think that Mercy's survivability went way up. I think that outside of fringe cases with hit scan, Mercy's going to be safe in almost every composition, and that's why I put her here. I think that people undervalue Mercy, and it's a problem. So coming in next, we have Ana. So the problem with Ana is she lacks peel for herself. It's like, well, oh, hit the sleep dart. Everybody has purges now. Sleep dart doesn't work. Well, oh, just hit the anti. Purges. Doesn't work. Ana's value went down immensely with Kiriko coming into the game. So, while Ana still has long-range healing potential, and Nano is still a super strong ultimate, her value goes down immensely because you just headhunt the Ana. If I see an Ana on the opposing team, I just tunnel onto her. And if I have a Kiriko, the anti-effects and negative effects that Ana provides just get mitigated. There's only, I think, 3 other heroes that get tunneled harder, which is why she's at this spot on the list and not lower. Her healing is still high, but she lacks self-sustain and self-peel, so she has to rely heavily on her team, and that's why Ana goes down on the list. I do think that Ana is strong, and I think that she is a combo character, but I don't think she's as strong as the others in survivability, and that's a problem. So coming in next, we have Baptiste. Baptiste is pretty much the same story as Ana. He brings an invulnerability field and lots of heals and good damage, and he has the jump to boot. But the problem is he cannot peel for himself, and it is a meta and a game where you have to be able to peel for yourself now. If you break down BAP versus almost any DPS, he loses unless he has Immortality Field. And if you're being greedy and using Immortality Field for yourself, you aren't winning the tank fight or the DPS fight for your team. So BAP's value goes down. BAP is ranged, and that's a saving grace. But, again, he's a tech hero with a tech purpose. Your job is to prevent a one-shot, your job is to prevent the brawl from going into the opposing team's favor, but otherwise he's lackluster. I genuinely think that BAP's value went down just like Ana's because he doesn't have self-peel and self-mitigation. Now we get into the controversial one. Every Grandmaster is going to complain. But Kurjun, Zenyatta can kill everything. It doesn't matter if he gets jumped on. And he's got that awesome new kick. Bullshit. If I have 5 people, I'm diving a fucking Zen. I don't give a fuck. Zenyatta's weakness is the fact that he has almost zero peel. His kick is the new form of peel. His healing is lackluster. The only reason you're playing Zenyatta is you didn't want a DPS queue. Like, realistically, at the end of the day, Discord is super strong, and his ult is super strong, and he provides damage, but he's just gonna get dove. A good Genji's gonna farm a Zen, and the Zen clips, you're gonna get him 1 of, 6 times? The other 5 times the Genji gets you. Like, realistically, at the end of the day, Zen has many problems with his kit, and they can't be addressed without making him completely broken. I actually think Discord doesn't have a place in the game anymore, so I would love to see Blizzard change or rework Zenyatta so that he becomes more of a frag AFK heal bot. And now we get to the final support pick, which you can probably guess is Brig. Brig's job is anti-brawl. That's it. She has no other purpose in the game. She is there if they clump up, for you to clump up. If they don't clump up and everybody's playing wide, like they are in the current meta, Brig is trash. I have no clue why people are playing Brig, because Brig is trash. Losing her stun arguably was the most impactful thing to her kit, but unless you're going to play Brawl or play like a Goats-esque style where your team just stacks, Brig is trash. She doesn't have sustain healing, she can't trigger her effects, Rally forces your team to stack on you, Inspire doesn't do enough AoE from a big enough range, while the passive healing makes her a duelist, and she has a quote-unquote one-shot combo, she just can't do her job, and it's terrible. Brig is bad. Don't play Brig. And that brings us to the end of the support list. I think that there's a caveat to every single support I just rated, and that's that they each do a job specifically well. While Brig is bad, in Brawl, where everybody is stacked on top of each other, Brig shines. But in the standard, everybody play wide, team deathmatch meta, she's terrible. And then if you look at Lucio, Lucio strives in Brawl and in wide metas because he can, play wide. He can do these things that, other supports can. Mercy suffers against snipers. Ana suffers against flankers and dive. The only real support that doesn't move is Moira. And I would argue Kiriko maybe, but I still think Kiriko suffers from the flanker problem. Because if a flanker knows where your teleport target is and they can stick to you, I don't think you can stay alive. So it'd be like Moira, Kiriko, Lucio in most metas. But again, Zen shines when you want to kill a tank. Brig shines when you want to brawl. Baptiste shines when you want to brawl or you're trying to mitigate a one-shot. Ana shines when you're trying to combo. But realistically, I would put Ana probably at the bottom of this list if I had, broken it down into each individual value versus each individual composition. Because unless you're a free Ana, you're not going to have the freedom to play how you want. And then Mercy is an outlier. Mercy just negates kills. And in a kill meta, that's super strong. Her mobility and her kit make it so that she's super strong, and because of that, she gets pushed up on the list. I do think that every support is viable in its own way, and it's on you to decide when you should be playing which support. But fundamentally, at the end of the day, when you look at raw kits, I feel like the way that these 8 are rated is going to be the best way you can evaluate what you should be playing in that current moment. And that's going to tie up the support list. I hope y'all have a good one. And the DPS list will be coming out soon. It'll probably be 20-ish minutes because there's a lot of them. That and Bastion is missing, so I don't know what to do with that yet. But anyway, much love. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.